What does Elon Musk's $56 billion compensation package at Tesla signify? Whatever it was, I saw $55 billion in compensation that was thrown down by a Delaware judge. A shareholder had challenged it in court, arguing that it was excessive and that the board had not given adequate information, basically the reason it was so high. That seems to imply going back to the drawing board at this point. Now the board resumes its work and assembles a package. Our supercharged selection of Tesla updates and fascinating insights, which range from price reductions to power moves, recalls to regulatory shocks, are ready to rev your engines. In today's episode, we cover everything. We also take a deeper look at the updated Model 3, the use of adaptive headlights in Europe, and the importance of data from Statistics Canada. Before we delve into the world of high-voltage Teslas, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons and become a part of the Tesla stock news community. The Tesla trip is about to get crazy, so fasten your seatbelt. Now let's begin this video. Unexpectedly, Tesla is about to launch the largest recall it has ever done, affecting almost all of its cars in the United States. This behavior points to a possible serious underlying problem. The question is, who would write such a headline, given that Tesla's only alteration was a small expansion of a few icons? A change so small that it may be unnoticed if not stated explicitly. The media may not have had high expectations, but calling this the biggest Tesla recall to date seems like a new low. This is yet another Wall Street Journal headline worth mentioning. That's Tesla recalls millions of vehicles due to the latest safety flaw, which is basically equivalent to an icon size increase of only 5%. It begs the question of whether any automaker would be required to physically swap out icons for a change that is so minor. If this happened with Mercedes, GM, or any other automaker, just think of the public uproar. The mystery is increased by the seeming lack of worries around the crucial symbol size modification that occurred during Nissan's prior recall. It almost seems like there may be some regulatory harassment going on. One argument in favor of Elon's benefits package is that any CEO who agrees to these parameters should be compensated. If this offer was made to the top 500 CEOs, then it makes sense. None of them, maybe with the exception of those incorporated in Delaware, would likely accept it. When a salary plan is commensurate with success, and one that most CEOs would probably turn down, it becomes difficult to argue against it. Going forward, there will be financial ramifications for Tesla's incorporation in Texas. Approximations suggest that the annual cost is more than $200 million. However, this could end up being a more economical option than Delaware, especially considering the Delaware judge's apparent disdain of Elon Musk. Although the exact amount that Tesla must distribute is yet unknown, the established precedence points to advantageous circumstances for incorporation in Texas. Regarding the departure from Delaware as the state of incorporation, Elon Musk sends out a warning to everyone. John Mal's attempt to move his incorporation from Delaware to Nevada is presently blocked. For most businesses, the decision between Texas and Nevada is crucial, and Elon Musk contends that since Tesla has its physical headquarters in Texas, choosing that state makes more sense. In Canada, Tesla has lowered its prices again, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, because of previously unavailable incentives, it might increase Tesla's earnings. Tesla has slashed the price of the Model Y in Canada by as much as 6.9% or $4,000. Canadians will gain even more from this news, since it gives them access to a $5,000 federal rebate, provided the car is kept under $5,000. Some jurisdictions also provide additional incentives. British Columbia, for example, offers a $4,000 reward. When these incentives are combined with Tesla's price reduction, customers save a significant amount of money. Both the rear-wheel drive and long-range Model Y versions are eligible for the considerably larger incentives offered by Quebec. It is anticipated that this pricing reduction would result in a considerable increase in Model Y sales in Canada, which will ultimately benefit Tesla's financial position. It is advised that prospective Model X purchasers hire the car for a few days before making a decision, particularly if the Falcon doors are not a top concern. The fact that the Model 3 and Model Y now start at the same pricing in Canada may be a sign of a high demand for the updated Model 3. Additionally, Tesla has lowered the annual percentage rate, APR, for financing in the United States, lowering the cost of the cars for those with good credit. It is anticipated that this shift in loan rates would increase Tesla's sales even more. Regarding product difficulties, Tesla is taking care of a problem where tires are experiencing unexpected wear due to the TR wheel coverings. The sidewalls of the tires may sustain damage if the covers dig into them. Even while it might not seem like a big deal, Tesla will probably take care of this right away. The Quicksilver color option is now available in the Chinese market, which will no doubt increase demand among Chinese Tesla devotees. Tesla has agreed to pay a $1.5 million fee in order to resolve the hazardous waste case in California. It seems unlikely that Tesla's finances, or U.S. stock investors, would be significantly harmed by this deal. It is imperative that hazardous waste be handled responsibly, and Tesla needs to take this seriously. It's unclear if California is simply following its strict enforcement inclinations, or if Tesla is actually at fault in this situation. It's likely that some laws are applied more for the sake of conformity than because they actually help the environment. It's difficult to think that Tesla committed any misconduct on purpose, given its ardent support of the environment. However, accidents might happen. With its Jacob Berlin facility manufacturing a record-breaking 6,000 Model Y vehicles in a single week, Tesla has accomplished a major milestone. Growing output levels are good for cost effectiveness, since economies of scale apply. Another sign of progress with Gigafactory Mexico is that Tesla has started the hiring process for the engineering program manager, which will be based in Austin, Texas, and requires fluency in Spanish. The most recent report from Tesla reveals an incredible achievement. The company now employs about 140,000 people worldwide. The fact that this figure can now confidently compete with the labor titans Ford and General Motors is simply amazing. It's important to note that Tesla has blazed an incredible trail by growing its workforce by almost 99.5%, whereas both Ford and GM have seen drops in employment numbers. This sudden growth is unexpected, especially in light of Elon Musk's recent comments suggesting the business will not be employing more employees. Following a week of testing, a well-known reviewer on the X YouTube channel, whose content has already had 6.2 million views, gives the updated Tesla Model 3 great marks. It is anticipated that the film would receive more than 1 million views, which will help Tesla's sales. The reviewer highlights the remarkable qualities of the Model 3, comparing it to a smaller version of the Model S. These features include the ultra-red color, upgraded audio system, improved graphics, and a tighter steering radius. In other news, Tesla is getting ready for an amazing show at the Chicago Auto Show, which is the biggest car show in North America. It is eagerly anticipated. With participants able to get up close and personal with the Model Y, the stage is set for Tesla to leave a lasting impression, as well as the updated Model 3. But noticeably missing from this occasion are the opulent Model S and the legendary Cybertruck, suggesting a deliberate effort to draw attention to the Model 3's compelling features. This event is expected to be a turning point for both Tesla devotees and prospective purchasers, with Tesla's cutting-edge advancements taking center stage. Through a free over-the-air software update, owners of Tesla Model Y and Legacy Model 3 can expect the activation of adaptive headlight capabilities throughout Europe, mainly in France. By providing more illumination without glaring at other motorists, these adaptive headlights increase safety when driving at night. Furthermore, Tesla's incentive statistics for the Model 3 and Model Y have been made public by Statistics Canada, which offers important information for projecting the company's Canadian delivery numbers. This data is used in the computation of U.S. sales figures. He expects more developments under Delaware practice in the context of the attorney who contributed to Elon's salary package. A direct appeal to the Delaware Supreme Court, which is the last arbiter in these cases, may be possible. There will probably be an appeal, and the present board, which is not the same as the one from 2018, may create a new pay scheme that needs to be approved by shareholders. The board's decisions would determine the extent of Kathleen J. McCormack's involvement. The lawyer's firm and others may become engaged if the board suggests a package that seems exorbitant or creates fiduciary problems. But if the board acts sensibly, the attorney may not be involved at all. It is noteworthy that he appears ready to take on Elon once more. Still, it might be harder for him to do so if Tesla is no longer incorporated in Delaware. Ironically, his company stands to benefit greatly from the litigation, but his comments are still a little ambiguous and don't provide clear guidelines for what constitutes a suitable compensation offer. Regarding the judge, there are issues with the way she presents herself as the main character in this legal drama. Her use of historical expressions and adjectives like daring to go boldly are more indicative of someone pursuing a political career or recognition for taking on a high-profile case. Elon agrees, saying that the opposition to him would probably be stronger than any negative coverage in the media. Elon's tweet, which most people missed, would have been more effective if it had been highlighted on his main timeline. And that's it, folks. We talked about important Tesla developments today, like a possible large recall, changes to state incorporation, price reductions in Canada, and Elon Musk's compensation package. We also looked at Tesla's achievements in production, its global expansion, and the new features in the Model 3 update. We talked about the use of data from Statistics Canada and the adoption of adaptive headlights in Europe. How do you feel about Tesla's recall? Safety concern or exaggeration? Reactions to Elon Musk's warning about state incorporation? What do you think of Canada's price reductions? Predictions for Elon Musk's compensation package? What are your thoughts on the judge's language in the lawsuit? Please like and subscribe to Tesla Stock News for more updates. Your support keeps us going. Thank you, and see you again in our next videos.